they changed everything, the way everything works. And now they're fucking arresting everybody who in Belgium who's selling it and buying it. It's impossible to fucking find.
Right. What up?
But my favorite weed to smoke is Jack Herrera.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that.
My favorite is anything anybody has.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, we're recording. Wait, what's weed?
It's stuff I rip out of my garden that shouldn't be
right. Yeah, exactly. It's a garden nuisance. That's right.
God bless this crew, man.
Actually, Coach, you know what? You sent me the video from Monday, but it was the one from Friday. If you could resend the one from Monday.
I thought I sent you the whole class.
No, only that one came through. Okay. Only that one. I was looking to see if I could get to the other ones, but only that one came through.
Coach, would you be able to send the link again for all the classes?
Of course. Yeah, let me just pull this up right here.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that badass black and white Jim Morrison behind Jonathan right now?
Yeah. my best friend painted that for me on my 30th birthday. So awesome.
Wow.
I have I got a 6x5 in color that my wife painted for me hanging in my office, and I fucking love it, dude.
So awesome, man. I love Jim.
It's
love
that one of him standing, that album cover of him from here up standing like that, you know?
Oh,
love
yeah.
That, love that.
Right on.
Love that.
Right. Why do all the good musicians die young?
Because you need excessive drug use to be a good musician, and that doesn't usually and those guys need to tap into some crazy shit, bro, to be able to put out the art that they do, and it doesn't always work out for them, you know.
I mean, I hear it's like, you know, most of them are like, oh, it's accidental overdoses of mixing different drugs. Like, all right, if you're gonna fucking take oxys, just take oxys.
Just stick with Oxy, bro.
Just take one drug, like, then take 2 days off and then do another drug. Why am I gonna mix oxys with fentanyl and freaking...
I got a better idea. If you're gonna take oxys, don't.
There you go. There you go. That's Dude, so they had this on Netflix. They have this, The Perfect Crime or The Crime of the Century, whatever it is, and it's about that whole narcotic and fentanyl, you know. Dude, what
3 minutes, y'all. 3 minutes.
Those guys got away with fucking murder, bro. They were drug dealers. I mean, they were just the pharmaceutical industry was just fucking pushing that shit, getting incentivized. These guys were running the most organized. There was like an organized crime ring of drug pushers. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. All the shit that they hid and all the shit that they tweaked so that they can get by with FDA approval and all. Crazy, man. Amazing what big money is capable of doing, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn a little bit more sword swing today, and we're going to hit the ground. So if you have a yoga mat or whatever you got, we're going to be touching the floor today. So we're going to start standing, but I just want you guys to be prepared. Ooh, I haven't heard this one in a minute. Hey.
Leo,
Lee, great to see you. Johnny, good to see you.
Good to see you, Coach.
Rashab in the house. Kristen in the house. Jamie is here with us in spirit. He got his second inoculation he's laying in bed.
I'm surprised. I thought Jamie, didn't you say you weren't gonna do this? You weren't gonna take shots?
Well, for my place of business, that was kind of
So I remember you telling us that the quality control and all that shit. You're like, I'm not taking these vaccines.
Elon, does that feel a little bit easier down the head of the mace a little bit on the wrist? Yeah.
That's probably the first move I've ever done that actually feels flowy.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
It was very exciting.
We did it. Guys, we did it.
Yeah.
We flow.
Mom, can I have a frizzy?
No, you can go pick up all the ones that are in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Well, we get you doing push-ups. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's pick our mace up. Go ahead and stand up. We're gonna go through. You know what? No mace. I'm sorry. Apologies.
Thanks.
Go ahead and go through a quick warm-up. Hey, let's start out with the hips. I'm gonna go ahead and stand with my feet facing straight, toes in just a tiny bit. I'm gonna have a good breakaway at my knees, and we're gonna tilt and tuck first. Pelvis goes back, pelvis goes under. As you're tilting the pelvis, without your legs, your knees locking, try and grow long as you can through the spine, and then keep tilting the hips front to back. Keep the length in the spine. Stop in a neutral position, and now one hip up, one hip down, without your hips leaving the space of your heels. Finding a neutral position, now drawing a circle with your tailbone, hips to the side, hips back, hips to the side, hips forward. Next time you get to front, switch directions. All right, we're gonna roll the spine out a bit from here. You guys can watch first. I'm gonna tuck the chin. I'm gonna bend the back, and then I'm gonna start to fold over one vertebrae at a time. You guys can keep waiting. I'm gonna hang here for a bit, keeping my knees over my ankles. I'm gonna sit, drive my knees forward, and then tuck my pelvis or tilt my pelvis all the way forward, and then repeat. Chin to chest, high mid back, high low back. Hang just for a bit, keep the knees over the ankles. Squat, drive the knees, tuck the pelvis, lift the heart to the sky, and repeat. Keep going. Alan, sit down. Yeah. So yeah, sit, drive your knees, tuck your pelvis forward, and that's gonna lift you up. Yep. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just let your spine do that nice wave. Rashab looking good. Let's go ahead and find that neutral position. All right, I'm gonna push forward with one hip. That'll make a lot of sense to you. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my hands out to the side. I'm gonna dive like I'm diving sideways into a pool. My hips are gonna shoot out the other way. You see, hips go all the way out. I'm gonna trace my hand down my leg, bring my hand to hand, go into that bottom position. I'm gonna get my hands to the side, and this is the side. My hip, my left hip, is going to push forward. As I come up, I'm gonna wipe the sweat off my head, hips out to the side, trace the legs, hips all the way out, booty all the way up and back, pushing forward with one hip primarily. Next time you get to your standing position, switch sides, go to the other side, hips all the way to the side, trace down the leg, hips all the way to the side on your way up. Push one hip forward. And get up to our neutral position. All right, that little spinal wave that we did, we're going to use from our hinge position. I'm going to drop the knees, sit, tuck the pelvis, push the hips far forward as I can. From there, I'm gonna go chin to chest, high back, high mid back, high tailbone, and end in my hinge position. Sit just a bit, drive the knees, tuck the hips, heart to the sky. Chin to chest. Roll the shoulders forward, high back, high booty, and just repeat. Rishab, chin to chest first. There you go, and just keep folding your head down. There you go, and then lock. There it is. There you go. And time. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a spine flow. Out of all those movements, you had your forward roll, your up roll into your hinge, back up, and then your sideways spinal waves. All right, guys, hey, just those 4 moves, and let's just move for a bit. Here we go, 1 minute of moving your spine. Do any combination you want. Mix them up a bit. Figure out how to go from one position to the next. Yeah, just freeze and then go to the next position. And freeze, go to the next position. Yep, go to the next move. It doesn't matter what it is. And now instead of me saying freeze, do it on the beat. Change directions. Dramatic pause, the still is still. And now breathe like you mean it. Breathe like it's intentional. Pick out one positive word. You can think about it. Just think of a word that brings you a lot of happiness. And on your next move, make the move extra long. Exhale, but when you exhale, say that word. It might be love. Might be butter savage. But I dare you to say the thing that makes you happy on your next exhale. 3, 2, 1. Say the magic word. And time. Coming up to our standing position, arms out like a T. We're going to lift the shoulder all the way up, roll the shoulder all the way over. We're going to unroll the shoulder once, just half a turn, and then roll it back over. And let's go to the other side. So we got arm up, arm screw once, twice, shoulder up, over, over. Shoulder up, over, over. Keep it up. And let's go arms back, make the W. Drag the back knuckles on the wall behind you. Try and stay vertical, no rib flare. We're gonna make the letter A, make the letter W. Press the thumbs back far as you can. All right. Namaste, hands together. Let's make a little prayer. I love this one. Hold your fingers in. Make the little heart. You see? Fingers go all the way down and through, back of the wrist touch. We're going to go inside all the way up to prayer. Make the heart, dive all the way back in, this time towards the camera. Make the heart over. Make the heart away. Stop at the heart, make a smile. Yeah, and then keep going. All right, let's find this position with our wrist. We're gonna put our wrist on our hip. All right, now we're gonna do big hip circles going towards the elbow. You're gonna notice no tension when you're moving away, but as you find this front edge, a lot of tension in that wrist. That's what we're looking for. I have a little bit of press. I'm pressing my arm into my hip just a little bit. We don't need many of these. Switch directions. Let's go the opposite way. Same hand. One last rep. Hey, keep going the same way, but put your opposite hand on your hip. And switch directions other way. In time, shake the wrists out. All right, guys, grab your mace and a quick 90-second sword flow. Guys, I know this is a sword flow, but let's use this as a warm up. I'm warming up my wrists, my elbows, my shoulders, and any type of lateral extension or flexion of the spine. Butter, go to your bed. Thank you, son. And any way you want to move, but let's just use the sword complexes that we put together the last few days. You can do whatever you want, just sword moves. $60 seconds. You might notice you're starting to pick up speed. It's a good indication that your body is feeling loose. Last 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top of the toe 360s. Guys, I'm going to choke up on my mace. I'm swinging towards my left side, so I'm going to take my left foot and get on my shoe laces. Hey, closer to the foot, easier. Furthest away, more difficult. I'm going to do 360s towards my toe side. Opposite way, Alan. And you can feel once you tip that mace, what do you feel? You feel yourself driving into that ankle, driving into those toes. Let's try the other side. Ooh, that guy opens up the ankle so well. I got the message from Najee. Thank you, Rich. Just a few more. Let's go 2 more. All right, my friends, we're going to go into an infinity uppercut. This is a level 1 move, starting out in rotated bottom, going into crossbody bottom, going into crossbody top, going into catch back landmark 3, going back into cross top, going into cross bottom, going into rotated 1. Cross body, cross top, and back. And now let's use a little bit of rotation or a little bit of coiling in that spine. Beautiful. Let's stop at the back and send it. All right, guys, let's go to the other side. Here we go. Infinity uppercut, going cross bottom, cross top, and back. Cross top, cross bottom, and back. And loosen it up. All right, you have it, Lee? You got it? Yeah. Okay, here we go, stopping at the top. Outside sword swing. Stopping at the top, outside sword swing. All right, set the mace down, shake it out if you need to. An excellent open. Okay, guys, the outside sword swing is where we left off. Today we're going to learn the inside sword swing. Okay, so this is kind of one of the ways I think about it. If I'm doing an outside 360, I'm going outside towards the thumb. If I'm doing an inside 360, I'm thinking towards the index finger, okay? If I tilt the mace to the outside, I think of it as an outside swing. If I tilt it inside, I think of it as an inside swing, not only because it goes inside my body, but because it goes underneath my arm, all right? So guys, to practice this, we're gonna start out with our traditional uppercut. Let's put 2 hands on the mace. I'm gonna do an uppercut. From there, I'm gonna go back to cross body bottom. And just like I'm doing my inverted or my infinity uppercut, I'm gonna tuck the mace underneath my arm. Uppercut, unwind, underneath. Now guys, look how I'm holding the mace. I'm holding it with the back of my hand. This grip that I have on top is a very, very loose grip. I'm in my okay grip of anything. And then from that position, let's reverse. Uppercut, catch underneath. From here, guys, I'm going to step towards the momentum, and you're going to notice my mace is going to swing, and if not, dip underneath, at which time I'm going to unravel to my uppercut. From my uppercut, I'm going to lower my mace, tuck underneath my arm, and scoop in front, and hit an uppercut on the opposite side. So if we're having a hard time with this, it'll work out. It's just going to take a few reps. Starting out in my uppercut position, or the end of my uppercut position, I'm going to go to cross top or cross bottom. From there, I can open up my hips, tuck the mace underneath my arm. Very good. All right, yeah, very good. And from here, just like the waterfall flow, I'm going to splash water with my bottom hand, which should pivot me in the opposite direction. And from there, I'm going to do my uppercut. Yep. From there, I'm going to go to cross body bottom. I'm going to tuck the mace all the way underneath my arm. I'm going to pivot 180 degrees as the bottom of my head moves through and add my infinity uppercut to the end. Under the arm, infinity uppercut. Under the arm, infinity uppercut.
The mace head staying in the same hand for this?
It does stay in the same hand, yes. Guys, after you gave, Johnny, you got it? After you give that a couple goes, let's switch sides.
So wait, Coach, there's someone that's unmuted and it's creating an echo. I don't know if you're gonna want that for your recording.
Might be me.
I got it. Don't worry, guys. I'll mute you. Lee, that looks perfect. You got it. Rashad, you got it. Kristen, you got it, of course. That's it, Alan. Yes. Okay. Elon, in that second spot you're stopping in, just do an uppercut the other direction. So you need to keep going. Yeah. You got the first one down? Yep. Tuck underneath. Yeah, okay. So you don't need to rotate anymore. It's just 180. So I start facing one way and then I do 180 degrees and face the opposite. So you have the uppercut. Yep, we tuck underneath our arm. Yeah, now just keep rolling it forward in a big circle. Yeah, and then look, it's gonna come around. There you go. And then tuck back under the arm. And then now spin 180 degrees. There it is, buddy. There you go. 2 flowy moves for you, Elon. Well done. Guys, don't totally burn your arm out. Try the other arm. I know you've gone right arm, left arm. You should be back on the right side. And on this rep, I want you to move as slow as you possibly can. Slow as you possibly can. Hit that slow sword swing. Notice where your body spins. I want, as you're moving super slow, notice when you transition. The moment you're transitioning, you're all wound up and it seems like, my mace wants to jump out of my hand, but I add a little rotation and it stays in. And as you're going through that, this last rep, try to do the move with just one hand. What does that look like? Yep. Let's go back to the opposite hand, going to two hands. You only got one or maybe two one-handed reps in. Going back to the opposite side. In a traditional speed, whatever speed that might be. And now slowing it down. And if you can, one hand. Nicely done. And time, eyes on coach, eyes on coach. Guys, I'm so proud of you. Everybody got that that underswing or the inside sword swing. Yeah, so you have your outside swing and an inside swing. You have your outside swing and an inside swing. And I've had my thumb pried on for 8 years now with the mace to open up my hand to allow my wrist and shoulder a little bit more room. So I can freely go through these two, the over and the under, without there being a lot of torque on my thumb. Once I put the mace underneath my arm, the mace turns into a pry bar and it's trying to pry my elbow, my thumb, and my shoulder out of place. So it takes some time to learn how to adapt your body to the underswing and the overswing. So what I do is I spot myself on the way under with my spare hand, just like you guys did during the uppercut. And so now I'd like for you guys to go through that same pattern. And I want you to use your hand as a guide. Just barely use your hand as little as possible. Something that it might remind you of is guiding the tail with the back of your hand in the time warp. So one more time, we have uppercut, guiding the tail. Just get a couple sides right, couple sides left. We won't be here very long. Yeah, use your spare hand, use the guide. Do you guys remember the different shapes we made with our hand? What would happen if you used the Zen hand configuration spotting your mace? Would it add a little bit more emotion to your flow? What if you made a fist the whole time? Yeah, Jeff. Just another 30 seconds of playtime. Time. Guys, set your mace down on its head. Just shake your arms out for a little bit. I'm sure you guys are starting to feel that that tension compile. Okay, I'm gonna add a second outside sword swing to the inside sword swing pattern. All right, so just check it out. We have our uppercut. I tuck under the arm. I pass through an uppercut. And so this is our flow. And this is what we'll add to it. After it goes under my arm, I'm going to let go and add my outside sword swing. All right, so I'm in my uppercut position. I go to cross body bottom. I invert my mace, go underneath my arm. I scoop water once, let the mace head roll outside and catch in my uppercut. Go to the bottom, underneath the arm. Scoop water. Right after I scoop water, send it. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Inside the arm, just go underneath. Outside. Inside the arm. Scoop water. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Yep. Yep. There it is, Elon. Let's go. Nice, Kristen. Yeah, Rishab got some footwork in there, baby. Outside, there it is. Yep. Fine. All right. Hey guys, take it easy on this one. Just do a few reps. Our shoulders are feeling it. But instead of adding the uppercut in there, I'm going to go outside, inside, outside, inside, out, in. All right, just give it a go. Outside the arm, inside the arm. If anything feels funny, grab the handle and tuck it in. Yep. And if you can, switch hands. You can switch there. You can get there any way you want. Now you're going to hit the floor.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Can you show me that the over the head part again?
Sure, sure. So we're in our right hand. We're just going to tip outside. And we'll go underneath our arm. Oh, so you're going over your head. So we're going underneath the arm.
So this is where I need to.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stand backwards. Okay. We have outside, inside. Yeah. Now, once we're here, we're just going to circle the head, and then there's our outside. There it is. That's it.
I'm just making holes in my ceiling.
Still in floor. All right. Time. Guys, there were maybe there was a whole 2 years of my mace career where I had chronic pain in the extensors in my forearm, where I have my mace movement tattoo. And it was just because I went for these moves nonstop without setting it down. So if you guys are teaching these to your students, you have to teach them the responsibility of like, hey, just do a few of them and then let your body adapt. Remember that flow is a pain inhibitor. So I don't know how much pain I'm in when I'm going through these moves and ratcheting on my shoulders and elbows. So just take it easy on them as you learn them, but after a while, it will get to where you don't need to stretch those out too much. Okay, next portion that we're going to get into for the next, you know what, we have one thing to do, and this will be fun. Who knows the masterclass flow by heart? Like I can't fuck it up on my worst day. Who knows it like in like 5 out of 10 times?
From
Okay,
level
good.
1?
From level 1, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you did, man. Okay. Guys, I'm going to put on a song and I want you guys to do the masterclass flow. We're going to do it. You guys do it how, don't do it as a group. Just do it by yourself. Okay, I know we're all here together. What I want you to do is I want you to break all the rules of level 1. I want you to bend your spine. I want you in tall active stances when you can. I want you to fold that back all the way over, stick your heart out as much as you can. Just use as much level 2 content as you can during your level 1 story. Does that make sense to you guys? Who knows the story of the masterclass flow, what the masterclass flow means, the symbolism? If you know what the story is, I want you to tell the fucking story. All right? I don't want you to use words. I want you to bend that back, stick that heart out, all of it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and pick our mace up. Let's go ahead and set some 360s. When you can, during your 360s, close your eyes. Eyes gotta be closed. When you feel it, flow. When you feel it, flow. Bend it, Ellen. Slower, Rashad. That right there. Tell a story. Yeah. Yes. 30 seconds. If you're done, you can do whatever you want. Beautiful. Alan, you were feeling it today, buddy. Coach, fine. Good work, y'all. Man. Man, that was beautiful. Real quick, we're just going to have a quick round table. Please share a moment. I'm going to hit gallery view. You guys might do the same thing. Please share a moment from your variation of this masterclass flow. We're going to start with Coach Jeff. Jeff, unmute yourself. Tell us, show and tell. Was there a moment where you were like, oh yeah, that?
Yeah, I really loved taking in the warrior walk. On my step back, taking an outside sword swing as I move forward.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bring it back.
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yep. All right, so guys, what does the warrior walk mean? What is the meaning of the warrior walk flow?
Fighting spirit.
Fucking fighting spirit. Sometimes you got to fight for it. Okay, so what does the sword swing represent for us, according to me?
Saging.
That's how we let go of shit. That's how we let go of shit. Yeah, we said it at the same exact time, Fausty. Thank you for jumping in there. Guys, there's no wrong answer. Say whatever it means to you. So in essence, what story is Jeff telling now?
Letting go of the need to fight.
You guys see how that works out? Jeff, is that a real fucking story? Or you just making that up?
Oh, that's a real story, bro.
That is a real story. Life imitates art. That was beautiful. All right. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. I'll just get some of that. Hold on. Warrior stance. Bottom hand catches, thumb down. Step back, catch back. Outside sword swing, step forward, uppercut. Warrior stance. Did y'all just feel the buzz? I felt the buzz. Opposite hand, thumb down, catch back. Outside sword swing, step forward, uppercut. Yeah, dang. Yeah, that's a proper story. Alan. Share with us.
So for me, it was really with step forward, the diamond. I really like to use the battle stance.
Okay.
And I really use this with the step forward, the archer. I just like that movement where
yep.
I feel like there's more weight. To where I'm actually more in control. And then when I go into the diamond, I actually like to raise my right foot up.
All right.
That's really deep into the flow.
Beautiful. All right, guys, what does the battle stance strikes represent? What do they represent to you? When you do a battle strike, how does it make you feel?
Powerful.
Yeah. Sure.
Strong as fuck.
Right. Strong as fuck. All right. Alan's words, strong as fuck. What does the diamond flow represent?
Honoring your commitments.
Honoring your commitments. Alan's honor is strong. That's the story that he's telling. Okay, let's go ahead and get into warrior stance or to battle stance. Let's go ahead and take a lateral lunge and do our cross strike. Let's switch sides. Bow and arrow with the Cossack squat. Opposite side. Commitments are strong. All right, guys, we're going to do one more. Does anybody have one that they want to share that they found in the masterclass flow that they enjoyed? Anybody dying to share something? No. Okay. Were you about to go, Johnny? Look like you're about to go, man.
Yeah, I just had the same
saw-
with diamond, just like
I
the
saw.
diamond
I
flow.
saw what you did. Let's do it.
Okay. So I just got like a regular diamond flow. Side. And I kind of cradled up and I shot my arrow out. Cradled down. Shot my arrow.
Do you have any kids?
Do I have kids?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No kids. Oh,
No
man,
kids.
This
I'm
one's
a happily
difficult.
single man.
Hey, look at us. Yeah, so to me, when I look at that one, it's the cradle has always meant the child, and then of course the commitment.
I'm really big with my family, so
you might just be an awesome son. You might be the person in the cradle. What a beautiful thing to honor your parents with. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to go over some transitions we call groundings. A grounding position is when I take myself from standing to the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our bottom punch position. With our right hand, I'm going to go high guard, bottom punch. High guard, bottom punch. As I do my high guard, I'm going to step back with the weighted side, and I'm not touching the ground. High guard, bottom punch. High guard, bottom punch. From here, what I want you to do is I want you to lean forward. Bing, and that's going to straighten out your back leg, you see? Guys, we call this a hero's landing. Short for superhero or anti-hero, but either way, we are getting to the ground from our standing position. Guys, you can really punch the floor. Not you, Elon. But I want you to know that whatever you throw at the floor is going to come back at you. So even though you're super passionate about punching the floor, there's chance to roll your wrist. So just be careful how much force you put into the floor. We're going to make a simple flow. We have a hero's landing, switching to high punch, hero's landing. Switching to high punch, hero's landing. Time. Thank you guys for taking it easy on the floor. Guys, we do side kick throughs in our Mace Animal program. Part of your, part of the final exam is you executing the new masterclass flow. And you will need to know how to transition to the ground. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our tail on the ground. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Just angle my camera a little bit better. All right, perfect. All right, guys, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of my mace. I'm going to put both of my hands on the floor. I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to angle my knee out to the side so my foot isn't facing straight, but I'm opening up the gate. My hip is out. From there, I'm going to pull my elbow back, thumb towards my shoulder. I'm going to sit my right knee through and sit right on my butt. Your spine in a side kick through should be vertical from hip to head. From here, extend your bottom leg. Yeah, I have a hard time doing that too. I have a straight line with my leg, I have a straight line with my mace, and I have a straight line with my head. Take your hand, if you can, grab the top of your mace. Lift yourself up off of the ground. Go back down. Put your hand on the ground. Lift yourself up. Which one's easier?
With the mace.
Why is that? I agree with you, but I'm curious as to why. Here's a couple reasons. One, I have this big kickstand behind me. So when I lift myself up, you see how my spine's curving or angling out? It's to make up for not having anything behind me. So now that I've got this kickstand behind me, I'm not tempted to roll back. Plus, I've lifted the platform. The floor is higher, so this is easier for me to do. Guys, here's what I want. With wrist on the mace, I want our lead leg to lift and our back leg to jump. Lead leg to lift, back leg to do a little jump. Okay, cool. You only need to do that a few times. During the jump, I want you to take your leg and put it back. Yeah, look at you guys. You look like you're breakdancing. From there, I want to do a little jump, angle my knee out, and sit to the side. Okay, let's go and try that on both sides. Rashad, you are moving beautiful, my friend. Johnny, you're probably going to need to make a tiny jump on the way out. I'll watch you this time.
Okay.
Tiny jump. Yeah. Yeah. Time. Okay. Guys, if my tail is facing to the right, which way am I going to do my sit out? Yeah, you can go both ways. Okay. If I go the opposite way, I'm going to clean my mace over my shoulder. On this one, there is not a jump, but I just pivot on the pad of my foot. Guys, go ahead and do a couple cleans with your sit through on the opposite side. Oh, by the way, Rashad, you want your tail and your mace to both face the same, your leg and your mace to face the same way. Very good, Lee. Yeah, have you ever cleaned a kettlebell, Rashad? It's the same thing. You're just pulling to the shoulder and kicking in that direction. Yeah, but keep your tail facing. Yeah, you got it now. You got it now. Time. Okay, cool. Rashad wanted us to teach us something real quick. Okay. Rashad, do that first variation. Okay, now do the one you were doing. Hey, pretty cool, huh? Like that's a neat little flow. What kind of swing is that with the mace? What do we call that? The crescent swing. So hey, we can do a crescent swing with our sit throughs. What a neat combo. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can throw some good stuff in there. So I don't know if you guys gave it a try, but you're welcome to. Thank you so much. Let's go and stand back up. Did you guys know if you do this with a heavier mace, the globe gets higher off of the floor, and so you can get to positions a lot easier as far as like kicking. So heads up, if you're having a student who's having a hard time, give them a bigger mace. Okay. From here, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and punch down. same side. I'm going to do a back step and punch straight down to where my foot would have been, just a little bit outside. Let's go ahead and give it a go. I reach back with my opposite arm to open up my chest. You can reach back just with the elbow. Once you've entered our hero landing tail back, we're going to do a front kick through. You might need to, with your lead leg, you might need to make a little jump. Nice jump, Johnny. Good job. I noticed everybody's pointing their toe. Excellent jump, Kristen. Very good. Elon, I want your opposite hand. Your thumb is almost going to touch your shoulder, and I want you to pull your elbow back. Yes. Yeah, there. Nice. And time. Easy. Okay, moving on. All right, so I like to think of my bottom punch. My leg goes straight back. If I do a rotated bottom punch, my leg goes straight back. If I do a cross block, I'm going to move in the direction that I'm pointing in. You guys can see I'm extending my finger. I'm going to go into a lateral lunge. From my lateral lunge, all I have to do is pivot towards the weight, and I can hit my hero's landing. And my front kick through. I particularly like to do that with a bow and arrow. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Nice. Good job, Elon. All right, keep the mace in your left hand and shoot the arrow to your left side, Elon. Yeah, now just go right back to where you were. Yeah, go back to, you don't need, yeah, there you go. Good job, coach. Johnny, cross the center a little bit more. Exaggerate your cross block. Yes. Way to use your space. Lee, time. Does anybody know any sword swings that could get us to the ground? Yeah, any swing that ends in this position, I can hit the floor. If I'm doing an outside swing and I somehow can get this landmark in there, I can find the floor. Oh, yeah. No, you didn't, Kristen. No, you didn't. Kristen. Kristen's doing an outside sword swing, like a wrist roll, and then finding the back position. It looks so good. Okay, and time. Hey, guys, we've got 2 more to cover. Jeff, do you feel comfortable on Friday teaching the dragon get up?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, last one we're going to go over is our back step to the top of our foot. Earlier today, we did our 360 and we got on top of our foot. We're going to continue that same idea, but with a back step. I'm going to do a back step onto my toes. You see? If my toes are on the ground, or the top part of my foot versus the pad of my foot, I can rotate around my knee, around my ankle. Okay, so we'll back step to our shoelaces, find a stable platform, get our opposite leg. I like to go into tall active. That just gives me a little bit more room to move around. I'm going to end in a shin box, but you'll notice this foot is also on shoelaces, not on the side. You'll notice that the motion of the sweeping leg is that of the crescent. Lee, that rug is just doing its part right now, helping that foot guide the circle. Okay, time. Guys, I'm going to do a switch and a back step. See you, Jeff? I'm going to do a switch. Whatever side the weight is not on, I'm going to back step. If I do a switch right here, don't move your leg, do a switch. It bumps into the mace, bumps into your leg. You see? As the mace starts to bump into my leg, I slide my foot around and complete my move. Shin box, front step. Shin box, front step. Do you guys remember the diamond switch, the horizontal swing? It matches so good with the sweeping motion of the leg. Very good. Yep. Okay, you need your mace on, you need your mace on the opposite side. There you go. Run the handle into your thigh, move the thigh. Yep. Yep. Good job landing on your toes. And hey, class run just a little bit over. Guys, we're going to call that where it is. Class is recorded. The link for the class is in the chat. So make sure you guys save that before you go. If anybody needs it, make sure you message me. Yeah, who knows how long it'll take to get this one to render, but I'll put it in as soon as it gets done.